I want to bring in Tammy Nobles. Tammy's daughter, Kayla Hamilton, was murdered back in 2022 by an illegal immigrant and MS-13 gang member. Tammy, thank you so much for coming on. First, I want to ask you how you're doing.
I'm hanging in there. It's still a lot of, pain, painful days. And you just wonder what happened, like how could this have happened to your child?
Well, we appreciate you coming on. It takes a lot of bravery, so I appreciate it. You warned the migrant crisis would only get worse if Kamala Harris was elected. Trump won. He's already announced his border security team of Homeland Security. I mentioned Kristi Noem, border czar Tom Homan, who, when speaking about illegal immigrants this summer, he said, quote, "You better start packing." Do you think this team is enough to fix the problem?
I really hope so. I'm really happy that President Trump won. I feel like he is going to make the border better, and the ones that he has in place seem like they would be, much better than Mayorkas that was, and the others that weren't doing their job at the border.
The southern border, we're hearing from our correspondent on the ground, Allie Bradley, they're facing a surge of migrants rushing to get in before Trump takes office in January. How big of a threat do you think that could pose?
It could pose a big threat. We've already had so many criminals coming in here. They're not being vetted or background checked. And it's not okay to allow these criminals in here without without vetting or background checks, because we don't know who's coming in here at all. And it seems like the best is not coming in.
I know you're aware of this. I just want to remind our viewers that the current Biden border policy helps protect undocumented immigrants who have been living here in the U.S. They have not committed crimes. Do you think Trump should undo this policy of protecting all illegal immigrants that are not dangerous?
Well, we don't know if they're not dangerous just because they haven't committed. I mean, how do we know they didn't commit a crime? I mean, they could have not been caught yet. We just don't know. And the best way to do it is to make sure everyone comes a legal way, and they need to start with all the hotels and all that are housing these illegal immigrants.
You filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the Department of Homeland Security after the murder of your daughter. Are you going to keep fighting this lawsuit now that Kristi Noem is set to take over as DHS Secretary?
It's not against her. It's against the previous administration, with Biden and Harris. And I'm going to keep fighting for what is right, because they allowed her murderer was a known gang member, and he had a criminal record in El Salvador in 2020, and they did not check. All they had to do was make that one phone call, and he would have not been allowed to even cross this border and to murder my daughter. So they are responsible for her death.
I want to get your reaction to this. Many people were disturbed when a caregiver in Maryland says she was unknowingly placed in the line of fire. She was actually tasked with caring for your daughter's killer while he was housed at a children's home after the murder. Let's listen to what she said.
I seen the young man and I recognized his face. I just kept on saying, I know this young man. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's Walter. I think that was awful and despicable. That put me in a line of fire that I didn't even know that I was in. We don't have security there to protect us. If a murderer comes in and he wants to kill, he can do it.
What does this oversight after your daughter's murder tell you about how these cases are still being handled? This is a recent interview.
Yes. We knew, I was been trying to get that out, that of what all the failures were. It starts at the board. Her case is so full of failures from the beginning until after she was murdered. Child Protective Services knew that he was a danger, and the Aberdeen Police Department told them to put him in a secure location. Did they listen? No, they did not. They put him in an unsecure group home with other children. And not only did they do that, they enrolled him in 2 different Maryland high schools, moved him from the group home to the foster home without even notifying the detectives that they moved him. And they had to try to find him to arrest him when the DNA results came back.
Yeah, the question is, how does this happen? Tammy, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I know that is not enough. We appreciate you coming on, sharing your story. Again, this takes a lot of bravery. Angel mom, Tammy Nobles, thank you again. And of course, we will be right back.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.